Hello math learners, check this out. Minutes to seconds, century to decades, millennia to months, score to months, decades to days. This is all about time, one thing that cannot be bought in this world. Question is, do you know how to convert time in different units? If you don't, then finish this video and we will have a quick discussion on the measurement conversion of units for time. But before anything else, hit the subscribe button and notification bell for you to be updated of these cool clear math videos just like this. Hello math learners! Welcome to another session here in Math Learning with Sir Ash. This is still your free access math teacher Ash, and today we're going to discuss the most essential learning competency-based lesson for quarter 2 of the grade 7 mathematics, which is all about measurement conversions of units for time. Now, talking about time, there are a lot of units for time, from the smallest unit going to the highest unit that even our lives cannot achieve. However, there are tools to be used for us to be updated about time. What are those? That is the clock and the calendar. The clock tells us the time, and the calendar tells us the age, the years, and higher part of time. Question is, how do we convert time? Now, let's talk first about the conversion ratios on time. The standard unit of measurement for time is the seconds. Okay. In 60 seconds, of course, there is 1 minute. In 60 minutes, there is 1 hour. In 24 hours, there is 1 day. In 7 days, we have 1 week. In 4 weeks, we have 1 month. Or in 30 days, we also have 1 month. Now, if we go higher, that would give us 12 months is equal to 1 year. Of course, in 1 year, there are 365 days. That is also 1 year. But in every 4 years, we will have 366 days, and that is what we call 1 leap year. Going higher, if we have 10 years, we will talk about 1 decade. If we have 2 decades, then we will have 1 score. 1 score is also equal to 20 years. Okay, next. Now, going bigger, if we have 10 decades, we will have 1 century. If we consider 10 century, we will have 1 millennium. In the same manner, if we have 100 years, that is also 1 millennium. Now, as you can see, time here can be converted to days, months, seconds, and any other unit of measurements for time. So, question is, how do we convert these given problems? We have here 240 minutes converted into seconds. So, in order for us to have a concrete answer for that, we will be talking about the conversion ratios, the same as what we are doing in our English system. So, 240 minutes going to seconds, that would give us 240 minutes times, we will put our minutes here and our seconds here, so that this will be cancelled. Now, it says that in 1 minute, there are 60 seconds. So, therefore, you just multiply 240 to 60 divided by 1, so that will give you seconds. So, 240 times 60, that will give you 0, 0, 4, 2, 12, 13, 14, and that is 14,400 seconds. Easy, right? Now, let's go to the second question. 3 century to decades. It says in our conversion ratio that in a century, there are 10 decades. So, if we have 3 century, then we will just be multiplying our 10 decades to 3, and that will give us 30 decades. Easy, right? Now, how about this? 2 millennia to months. From millennium, that is converted into years or century. So, how do we do that? For months, we will be nearer if we would consider the years. Okay, so that will give us 2 millennia times 1 millennium converted to years. So, we know that 1 millennium is 1,000 years. This will be cancelled, but the final answer will be in years. Our problem is in months. So, we will again multiply it to years and months. Now, in 1 year, there are 12 months. So, if this will be cancelled, we will have our final answer, which is 2 times 1,000, that is 2,000. 2,000 times 12, that will give us 24,000, which is months. So, the answer for 2 millennia is 24,000 months. Easy, right? Now, let us go to our fourth example. We have 4 scores into months. Remember that scores is equal to 2 decades, or 2 decades is equal to 20 years. So, therefore, if we have 4 scores, that is multiplied by the scores and the years, that would give us 1 score to 20 years. Multiplied again by the months and the years. So, we have 1 year to 12 months. That will be again cancelled. Okay, and here we also have a cancellation, leaving us months. So, that is 4 times 20. That gives us 80. And 80 times 12. Okay, so 80 times 12 is, so that gives us 960 months. Easy, right? Now, for the last example, we have 2 decades is equal to days. Now, for 2 decades is equal to days, remember that a decade is equal to 10 years. So, if you have 2 decades, you multiply that to the conversion of the year, that will give you 10 years for 1 decade. This will be cancelled. However, we are finding days, so we will be getting the years to days. Remember that in 1 year, we have 365 days. So that will be cancelled. Therefore, we will have an answer of 365 times 10. That will give us 3,650. 3,650 times 2, and that is 0, 0, 13, carry 1, 7. 7,300 days. Most likely. Why? Because if we would consider the leap years, then that is a different scenario. Easy, right? So now the question is, what if we will be talking about the difference of time? Remember that time is presented into 2 formats. The 12-hour format, we have the AM and PM, and the 24-hour format, which is known as the military time. So how do we solve if we will encounter this kind of problems? Okay, math learners, we have here 2 word problems about time. The first one is, Delia can travel 4 kilometers in 2 hours using her bicycle. What is her average speed? So as you can see, we are talking about distance, time, and the unknown is speed. If we consider our lesson in our science, which is all about speed, the speed is equal to distance over time, or the ratio of the distance and time. If we divide distance to its time, therefore, we will just have 4 kilometers, which is the distance, and the time, which is 2 hours. So, if we divide that, we will have 2 kilometers per hour, or 2 kph. So, that will be our final answer for this given problem. Very easy, right? Now, how about this one? Rose left at 5 a.m. and got home at 9 p.m. How long was it since she left home? Now, how do you know the difference from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m.? Now, if you are using the 12-hour format, which is in this case, you may be having a challenging time. Why? Because you will be counting from the maximum of the AM and then going to the PM. However, if you use the 24-hour format, this 9 p.m. is converted to 2100. Okay? Or 21 o'clock. So, if you just subtract the 5 o'clock to the 21 o'clock, that will give you 16 hours. So, therefore, the final answer is 16 hours between 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. So, that is the number of hours Rose was out of her home. Easy, right? So, now let us go whether you have understood this topic, and here it is. Okay, math learners, I hope you have a wonderful time about our discussion on time. This is still your free access math teacher, Ash. And always remember, it is fun to learn mathematics if we are together learning. Thank you for subscribing, liking this video, and sharing this to your fellow friends, classmates, and schoolmates. Keep safe, God bless, and thank you very much. Congratulations, math learners, for arriving to this part of the video. If you think that this video have helped you, click that like button. And if you think that this channel can change the way you see mathematics, do not forget to click that subscribe button and notification bell. Thank you.